Hey guys, so we cleaned up a little bit because I just couldn't take it anymore. It's amazing how sometimes when your work area is so dirty that it just throws you off of everything. So I feel better now. So we already did the little burst cane, right? And that's going to be kind of like our little snowflake, I guess. And now we're going to make a snow globe. This is a new cutter that I have. It's not online yet because I'm having issues with this bar right here going all the way to the end. So I literally had to put a little bit of resin on it, and I mean it worked perfect. So I'll figure that out and then we'll go from there. So okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we have a circle. That one's too big. This is a little bigger, but that bottom is perfect, and that's what I need, is that bottom piece. Okay, so I'm just going to figure out how much clay I need, because I want to put translucent on the back of this, but you know me, I don't want to waste the clay. I think I might have used the wrong side here. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be 1. That's going to be 2 right there at the bottom. Okay, let me make sure though. So I've got 1 right there. Okay, and 2. That's going to be 1. I don't have very much of this opal, and so that's why I'm being very frugal with it. Okay, and on the back of the opal, you don't have to, but it's just rough. And the front's going to be rough too, so you've got to decide whether that's okay with you. And if it isn't, just put a really thin piece of translucent on the back. Now you can put the translucent on the front. I've seen it done. I've done it before. But in this project, I don't think I'm going to need to do that. Will the sparkle still come through? Yes. Will it be sharp anymore? No. Which is why I like to put it. They're going to be earrings, so I'm not really worried about it being sharp on the front of them. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I guess I could have set this down a little bit better, but I didn't. And I'm trying not to get any sparklies on my translucent as well. So I'm just going to put this to the side. Okay, we're just going to thin it out a little bit. I don't know where that white piece right there came from. And the size I'm using is a 1 1/4. Okay, I'm going to get some more translucent, and I'm going to put it through like as thin as I can get it, just to fill those 2 up. And I'm just using a tiny little sliver, so. Okay, well this has got a little bit of sparkle in it. I guess that's okay. Okay. And you know I'll put texture on it anyways, so. I'll do that now. And I keep getting all those white little flakes. I don't know if it's actually these flakes or something that I'm picking up from somewhere. See, so you can see how rough it is. And I'm trying to think, you know what, I'm going to do 2 rough, 2 not rough. So we're going to cut this about right here. I'm hoping. Okay. And unfortunately, if there's a piece of glitter right there, you won't be able to cut through it. It's such a pain, and that's why I hate using this stuff, but then I love using this stuff. So it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, you know? So I'm just taking a small piece of translucent. Okay, and again, we're running this through. I'm starting at a 5, and I'm going to finish it at 9. So it's going to be thin because I want the sparkle to come through. So you want it as thin as you can get it. Okay, and it's really hard not to get air bubbles when you have it this thin. And it's not really air bubbles, it's just it's the glitter that's in there. It's not real fine that they use, which is great because it sticks out, you can really see it, but it can be a little challenging sometimes using it. Okay, so now we have these 2 done. I'm going to set those aside. Okay, and this is the size that I need. Okay. Wait a minute, that didn't work. Okay, let's try that again. I need it to go backwards. I know what I'm trying to do. So I just want this bottom. And this is at the thickest setting. And I know this doesn't make sense. Just follow my lead. Okay. So we're going to cut 2 of these out. And then these 2 out. Okay, so this is the rough stuff. Okay, and I don't know. See, this is what it's going to end up being, is like that. Okay. So that's why I'm not really worried about the top. I probably should have waited or pushed this to the side a little bit. Okay. Okay, we're going to move this over now. And we're going to make 2 more. Gonna have to figure out what size that circle is and try and make a round circle cutter that'll be identical to that. It might make this whole process a little easier. Okay, so again, so I want this bottom piece, right? Okay, so again, I'm just kind of checking to make sure that there's no brown on the side of this. Okay, so I'm going to come in, take all this off. Okay. So now we can play. Okay, so the biggest thing that we need to worry about, one, is me having enough room to work on these. That's all I'm trying to do, is move this over a bit. Okay, so that's the one we're going to work on first. Okay. And we're going to take those little stars, little starbursts that we made in the last video. Let's see if I can... Okay. And we're just going to cut very thin slices. And I usually do about 3. Okay, now I have to move these over so that this is right at me. These aren't so easy. When your eyes are not good. So I'm doing 3 for each. Okay, so there's 6, 7, 8, 1 more. Okay, so we have 3 for each. And I'm just literally gonna put them anywhere, but as you know, a lot of this is coming off. So make sure when you put this on that you're not going to go over it. So what I'm going to do really quick, which I probably should have did in the first place, is just kind of give me an idea of where I'm going to cut. And hopefully I stay in that cut. It doesn't matter where you put them because there's going to be trees on this too. Okay, so that works. That's going to be somewhere around there. Okay. Again, doesn't really matter where it goes. And now we're just going to smooth all of this in. Try and move this down a little bit for you guys. Then when I do the final cut, I will do it on a tile so I don't have to move it. So I'll make sure that the back is done and that everything's done before I put it on a tile. Okay. So now we're just going to make sure that it's pretty well on the brown part here. So to be safe, after I bake, I will come back and I'll just put a little bit of liquid clay on the back just to keep it from, you know, falling off or something. Okay, so we're going to move him aside. Bring him down. Oops. Okay, so I didn't stick these very well, did I? Oh well, it'll be good enough. Again, we're going to put trees in here, so if they overlap, they overlap. Now, if you don't like the back looking like that and you just want it one color, you can add like a thin piece of brown to the back. Is it going to show through? I don't think it will. It could, but I don't think it will. And you could even take a little bit of brown and some translucent and give it like a little translucent backing. Because you're not going to see the circle from the back. You're not going to see the separation. So again, you can do that. So I may do that on 2 of them, and if I like it, then I'll put some backing on the other ones after it comes out of the oven. Okay. So we'll leave that upside down. So let me do these 2, and I don't want to bore you. I'm not sure how that laid there. Wasn't like that, that's for sure. Okay, I guess it's going to be like that. So this is with the opal clay right on the top. So it may take this part a little longer to smooth itself in there. And it's going to be pitted and stuff like that. You'll never get it smooth. That feels like it's a little too far. Okay, so I'm just going to hold this up. And yeah, see, I can see through it. So I don't know if I want to put anything on the back. Gonna make sure. Okay. Oh, darn it. Guess what I messed up, guys? Son of a gun. Thank goodness these did not stick. Yes, I forgot a very important piece in here. I am so sorry about that. I can't believe that I did that. And these are so perfect. Oh, of course, that one comes right off, right? Well, not quite. Oi. I need a little bit of white snow. I am so sorry, guys. I finally had things just perfect together tonight, and it doesn't always work that way, does it? Okay. Son of a gun. I mean, really. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is I'm going to take a line right here. Okay. And this isn't the easiest clay to cut through because of all the glitter. You know what? I have another idea. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe I did that. But I did, and there's nothing I can do about it. So now we just got to fix our goof, that's all. Okay, so... Darn it, I can't believe I did that. Okay, let's fix this. I mean, I don't have to put the white on there, but I really wanted to. So, gonna just take a white and literally do it in a number 8. Okay, it's gonna be really thin. And I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna make it look like a little mountain. And it's really thin. So okay, I'm going to do that on all of them. Just going to make, they're not going to be perfect, right? Okay. I don't want it to cover too much. Okay, so that's why I've got it really low to this. Yes, this should go on the very first thing. Okay, it didn't happen. It's okay. We are going to fix it. And I'm not going to worry about it, even though I sound like I'm worried about it. This wasn't an afterthought, so that's why I'm kind of not happy with me, because I knew what I wanted to do and just completely forgot it. Okay, so this has got to go about right there. So it's just going to be a little bit of white. All right, so now we just got to do one more. All right. So we're going to come down and do it about right there. Okay. Hopefully I can fix this so that I didn't destroy it or anything like that. Okay. So what do we need next? We need the paper. Now we just got to make sure that this is in there perfectly. Don't get any of that white on the back. Okay, back to where we were. So now we just got to get this back on. much for my clean workspace. Alright, so while I fix this, guys, I will let you go. And I'm just going to smooth all this out. And we can come back and finish it. Alright, so I'm going to hit pause and I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. We are at the end here. All we are doing now is just putting some texture just on that brown here. I'm hoping I don't need that little piece. Yeah, it looks like we're perfect right where we're at. So I added a little bit to the bottom just to make it as thick as the other one. Okay, so we're ready to cut these babies out and see what we did and what we did wrong. I think they're going to turn out really good though. So what I have to do though, as I cut it, I have to hit pause just one more time, just so I can get my head right on top because I can't see worth a darn. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I didn't do the little take everything off yet. I thought I'd wait for you for that. And I got one stuck. Out of all of them, one has decided to stick. Not going to worry about cleaning up the sides until I'm done. Like out of the oven done. Okay, and if there's any piece of brown where I missed, it's okay. Because I have some acrylic markers. And I can just go over them. Okay, so there's our little snow globes. So over here, look how prepared I was. I was so prepared for this. And then it kind of went bonkers from there. Okay, and I'm just going to add some Christmas trees. So I made me even smaller that I sell. I made some, I don't know, we're just going to go 0.4. That's a ½ inch, so 0.5. Then I went 0.4. Then I went 0.35, and then I went 0.3. So we're going to cut out a bunch of trees. And yes, I am impressed that none of this is sticking. Ah, see, I spoke too soon. Probably because I picked it up sideways. I don't need any baby powder or anything like that. Everything's coming out really nice. Now, I don't know if ½ inch is a little too big. But I'm going to cut them out anyways. Okay, so I need one more. So that one's done. I think I did that one. I'm going to do 4 of these. These are a little bigger. Ah. Okay, so I might do one more of those. So this is the test if they all come out. Okay. So first we're going to see how big these are. That looks good right in between those two. So hopefully we can do same with the other ones. You don't have to go big, you can go smaller. And obviously you're going to want to clean this up because you're probably not going to sand these at all. Put that one right there. Okay. So now we have a couple that are just obviously a little smaller. Okay, so that's a big one. Well, not a big one, but a big one, bigger one. And then here's a small one. See if I like that one better. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. If you want, you can leave it just like that. Or you can add another one. And I haven't pressed really hard on these. I think with those, the 2's going to be fine. But with the other ones, I'm going to see. Which one did I say was fine? Those 2. I might put a really, really small one. I don't remember. I think I did these at a 4. Now I don't even remember. And then this is the smallest that I have, right? I probably could have went a 1/4 inch. Gosh darn it. Oh well, it's something different from me, right? Okay, well, that's what they're going to be. Okay, so we're gonna go throw these in the oven. And hopefully, I don't want to even lift them up, but hopefully the back is okay. because when I pressed down, because the clay was a little thicker, I'm hoping it didn't go all the way through. If it does, we're going to have to change that. But let's go ahead and throw these in the oven and we'll see what they look like when they come out. See you in a bit. Hey guys, just want to come back and show you the snow globes we made. I have redesigned it again. They are online now. I think I've got it where I like it. These were the ones that we worked on yesterday. Those go over there. This was one that I had done earlier, and I just kind of threw those together. I didn't even put any texture on the trees. But as you can see, that regardless of whether you put the translucent over the top or you don't, you're still going to get that sparkle. I mean, I can't really even tell. This is a little bit more not in your face, but the sparkle is still there if you see it. And the only reason I suggest doing it, and do it on the sides too, because if you get a little piece of that opal on the side of your clay, it sticks out. I started sanding these, so let me see if I can find one that's still got it. Okay, so here's a couple of these little pieces right here, and so it looks horrible. And it's not for the lack of sanding, it's just that opal clay, because it sticks in there and you can't just sand it off. It's a real pain to do that. So I would suggest putting translucent on the top and the bottom, but even cover the sides. You know, I could probably take some liquid clay maybe and get rid of it. I have some Nivea cream. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know if that'll work. And of course, like always, you know, something that is sitting here all the time that has suddenly disappeared is just, it's crazy to me. I don't understand how things just kind of take off in this office unless the dogs are playing with me. It should be right here. I had it and now it's gone. And there's only one place I would put it. So I'm not quite sure what happened to my little lotion. So I can't show you. But if I were to rub that on there, I'm wondering if it would also help kind of smooth that out. I'm not sure if it would or not. But it is worth the try, right? So, oh, there it is. Oh my God, I put it in a different spot. It's okay. I wasn't going crazy, but... You know, you can also use the Nivea cream. And that might also bring out a little bit of the sparkle. You know, and this had a lot of cleanup that needed to be done, but that's because I just used a marker on it. But these aren't going to be sellable anyways. These are just playful, having fun, figuring out if I like this cutter, and I do. So we are going to go ahead and make a bunch more. I'm going to go cut me out some snowmen and some gingerbread man in like 1/2 inch. So if I did a 1/2 inch, be about that big. So I'm going to do a couple smaller ones. So if any of you guys want smaller cutters than what I have up there, like this Christmas tree, I go all the way down to like a 1/4 inch. I could even probably go lower. You just have to ask for it. I don't put it online. And there's some, obviously there's some patterns that you just can't get that low, because if you do, you'll never get your clay out of the cutter. But if you ever want some custom ones that are a little smaller, it's better than going larger. Larger is just much more tough because a longer base is more easy to break. So anyways, that's it. We'll talk to you guys a little later. We're going to do some candy canes next. So we'll talk to you then. Bye.